Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to show you how I made this free gathered dress. Please subscribe, like, and also please, while you're watching, drop a comment. Let's get to it. This is the fabric I'll be using. It's African print, and the total width of my fabric is 60 inches. So I folded 60 inches into 4. This means that the width of my dress is 15 after folding it into 4, right? Now, the first thing you should do is to measure 1.5 inches downward and then draw a line. Now, from this line, you measure down the length of your dress. I want a length of 35 inches, and then I added 1 inch extra for allowance. So now, for the width of the upper part, measure your across front. The across front is 10 inches divided by 2, that is 5. That means that we are supposed to measure 5 inches here. But then we will be gathering the top part, so we have to add extra inches. Now, instead of measuring 5 inches, I'm going to measure 10 inches, okay? For the armhole, from the top, measure 5 inches downward. Now, on this line, I'll come in by 3 inches, and then I'll create the armhole like this. After doing this, you connect from here to the hem of the dress. Now, we can cut it out, but before I cut it out, come down by about 15 inches. That is where the pocket will be, okay? I do not need to add the seam allowance because the dress is free, so I can take my seam allowance from there. For the top part, fold this line underneath like this and then cut it out. While cutting the armhole, you can cut 0.5 inch away. Notch here, the pocket area. Let's put this aside for now. For the pocket, so fold your fabric into 4 this way. Place your palm on it and then you cut it out. Now this is my pocket. Now for the sleeve, first you determine the width of your sleeve. You can measure around your upper arm. My upper arm is 12. So I'm just going to multiply that by 2. 12 times 2, that is 24. Now fold your fabric into 4. First, you measure the 1.5 inch that I measured here, which is going to be the elastic casing, right? Now, measure the length of your sleeve. For the length, I want about 8 inches. From here, measure 8 inch and 1 inch for hem allowance. This is the open part of the sleeve. Now, I'll bring the main fabric and place it like this. The 1.5 inch allowance should be on the 1.5 inch allowance of the sleeve, and then the edge should also be on the edge of the sleeve, you see. Then you just match it like this. Now fold this underneath before you cut it out. Now that we have cut out all the patterns, we can start to sew. First things first, you open up your fabric, the right side. Remember, it is the same thing, the front and the back, so you do not need to stress yourself about which one is the front and which one is the back. Let's place the pocket. You place the pocket like this, right side of the pocket facing the right side of the fabric. And then you sew with a 0.5 inch seam allowance. You do the same thing on the other pattern, okay? Put the pocket right side facing and then you sew with a 0.5 inch seam allowance. If you have an overlocker, you can overlock the edges first before you do this. So after doing this, open up this fabric and then you place the other pattern, place it on it, right sides facing. Ensure the pockets are facing each other. And then you sew the sides 0.5 inch down to the hem, okay? Hem the dress as well, 0.5 inch, 0.5 inch, and then you sew all around. Okay guys, so I have sewn the sides. Now for the sleeve, I already attached one sleeve. I folded it into two. You know, this part is the armhole part, so I sewed from here straight down to the hem of the sleeve. Okay, now turn your dress to the right side and also turn your sleeve to the right side. Open it up, match it to the seam of the dress, pin them together all around like this, and then you sew with a 0.5 inch seam allowance. After sewing this side, hem the sleeve, fold it 2 times, 0.5 inch, 0.5 inch, and then you sew, but leave a space of about 2 inches where you're going to pass the elastic through. On the other side as well, you do the same thing. And then for this place, you have two options. Remember here we left 1.5 inch, right? So fold 0.5 inch and then 1 inch. You sew all round and leave a space of about 2 inches where you pass the elastic through. Or if you have an overlocker, you can just attach your elastic band to the edge like this, and then you overlock it all around. Meanwhile, in order to know the length of the elastic that you need, you have to measure round your shoulder, okay? Whatever you get, deduct about 5 inches from it, cut out the elastic of that length, and then you attach it to the edge and overlock all around, okay? Ensure that while you're sewing, you're pulling the elastic. After doing that, you fold it this way and then you top stitch on it all round. So those are the two options. Now I'm going to do all that. So thank you very much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful. Please like, share, subscribe, and also please drop a comment. I would like to read from you. Bye.